Congratulations, Majima-san! We now have 1,000 fans from the Club Mars area. Right on. Looks like we got some momentum going.
Hi.
Yes, I think we'll be able to reach Club Mars's fan count any day now. Heh. Looks like we're on track. Well, I doubt they'll just sit around and do nothing. Hino is bound to have something up his sleeve. Hey, let go of me! Now what now? Someone fighting outside? The timing's too perfect. This might be Hino up to no good. No problem. Let's check it out. You're right from Hino's Club Mars. Ugh. Sorry, just sneezed right there. We got scammed out of all our money at that asshole's club. You gotta do something about it. What can I do? I mean, if you're going to play, you've got to pay. Shut it. My wife took the kids and left me because of that damn club. You're part of the problem. Yeah, time for you to fix it. Fix it? By doing what? What's all this crap? It sounds like they spent too much money at Club Mars and were driven to bankruptcy. Bankruptcy? They partied at a cabaret club until they went bankrupt? Hino certainly knows how to bleed a customer. He'll let them play until they run out of money, and when they run out, he'll loan them money to let them play more, with the cutthroat interest, of course. I gotcha. Pretty nasty business. Yeah, that's why so many people hate Club Mars. Doesn't surprise me at all that this girl has to deal with something like this. Of course, the girls would have no idea why they're being targeted. Hino doesn't tell them how he's driving their customers into deeper depths with his loans. And you know what? That doesn't sit well with me. Majima-san, hey, where are you?
What?
Yo, you lot. Why are you making a scene in front of the club? What? We're busy here. Fuck off. You surrounded girl and friend her? You ought to be ashamed. I'd ditch your sorry ass too if I were your wife. Say what? Sounds like you want to die, asswipe. We'll get this shithead first and then Hino. Kill him! What a pain. You alright, lady? This is gonna get ugly, so maybe you should take a step back. Thank you. Die! Well, wasn't expecting to start the episode like this. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yakuza 0. In the last episode, we did 2 sub-stories with Majima. And in between episodes, I decided to do a little bit of club business. I actually reached 1,000 fans, so that means that the next part of the story, in terms of running our club, has been activated. So we just gotta beat these chumps. Honestly, I think the security at Club Mars were tougher than you, and they weren't even that tough to begin with. This is just pathetic. All in a day's work. And for being bankrupt, you still had 1 million yen on your body. That was underwhelming. No, Majima-san, you're just too strong, but why did you... What was all that noise? What on earth happened? Huh? Who are these people? Have you been beating people up again, Majima-san? Why do you always gotta assume it's me? Guilty as charged this time, though. Those bozos were making a racket in front of the club, so I figured I'd do something about it. Really? You beat them up just for that? Majima-san, you can be such a monster. No, that's not true. He saved me. Saved you? Who might you be? Hi, I'm I from Club Mars. What? Club Mars? Oh, what are we going to do, Majima-san? She's from Club Mars. Come on, calm down. I knew that. Huh? You knew? And you still helped her? What if she's an enemy spy and this is all part of her plot? Ai-san, why were you in front of our club? Oh, right. I had a message from Hino-san for you. A message? Yes. I've allowed you to exist out of the kindness of my heart until now, but I grow tired of your buzzing insects. If you're challenging the 5 stars, there will be no mercy. It's high time I destroyed you. Let the tears of defeat begin to fall. That's the message. Well, ain't that classy. I guess that's his declaration of war. Fine. If he's got a death wish, I'll be happy to grant it.
Hi.
Oh, that sounds great, Majima-san. Let's show Hino that we won't bow down to the 5 stars. Heh, sounds like you're starting to grow a pair, Yoda-chan. Maybe you're starting to rub off on me. What's the matter, Yuki-chan? You're shivering. Are you scared? No! I'm just pumped for the fight. Heh, don't try to act all tough. That's not what I'm doing. That's so great. What are you laughing at? You're making fun of me. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun? Yeah, everyone at Club Sunshine actually gets along with each other. You think so? We don't get along at all, actually. It's a nice change of pace from where I work is all. All the girls at Club Mars are wound up tight, and Hino-san doesn't really treat us like people. The way you three talk to each other, I'm really jealous. There's nothing to be jealous about. Majima-san makes fun of me all the time. Don't confuse the cold hard truth for making fun of you, Yuki-chan. Well, I better get back to Club Mars. Hino-san is gonna blow a sucket. See you later. You stay out of trouble now. Don't get attacked again. Majima-san, right? Why did you help me even though you knew I was your enemy? That ain't how it is. Club Mars may be my enemy. But you're just working hard there. You got nothing to do with the lines in the sand. Besides, I ain't jaded enough to let a girl get attacked right in front of me and just twiddle my thumbs. I see. Majima-san, I truly wish you the best. I hope we meet again. She wishes us well? Guess so. That's why she's #1 at Club Mars. She's cute. I wish she was my daughter. She does got a sparkle in her eye. Hey, my eyes sparkle too, see? Look! Boy, it's kind of chilly out today. Yep, back to it, I guess. What? Hey, see if my eyes ever sparkle for you again. Oh, poor Yuki-chan. We're just giving you a hard time because we feel like it. Anyway, now that we got that over and done with, now we can actually go on to the actual episode. And there's some stuff that I actually want to mention as I go over to our next location. So, I've decided to show all of the special training stuff with the hostesses because... Spoiler alert, we're going to get more than one platinum hostess, and we're going to have different special training for each of them, and all of the special training is a one-off thing with unique dialogue and actual, you know, interactions, so I'm going to put it all on camera, but I'm going to do the same exact thing that I've been doing with the Mr. Shakedown fights, where I'm going to put them at the end of the episode where they're closest to and make sense. I think that's a good way of doing it, so, with that being said... I've seen you guys standing around this shrine for the longest time, and I'm so curious. Get real, you leech. What's all this, then? Screw your little sales tax. You just want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers! You'll bleed the whole country dry. I understand. Your anger is justified, but it's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people. Yeah, get stuffed. You gonna play sales tax on that fancy suit without you're wearing it, you damn bureaucrat. This tax has only made us to keep the common folk people down. Yeah, you vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a bitch bureaucrat trying to spring the sales tax on us, all alone, in a back alley no less. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you, we're fucking pissed! Yeah, why don't we give you a little taste of public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. Uh-oh. This pot's about to boil over. Time to intervene. But please, calm down. Ah, shut it, asshole. Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. No sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, eh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. And this guy's the douchebag? That's highway robbery. Whoa, I about lost it for a second there. Listen, guys, I totally understand why it pissed you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't going to make the sales tax go away, is it? Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct action. Yeah, power to the people. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You want to stick up for this mosquito, then we'll show you the power of the masses too. So what you're really after is blowing off steam. Sure. See how far that gets you with me. Prepare for the revolution, asshole! You know, I think beating up a guy in a back alley isn't really a revolution. It's more of a... I don't know. Demonstration? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just take these guys down. They're businessmen, so they shouldn't be too tough. Alright. Let's bring you over here. I'm sorry, I was out of line. It won't happen again. Heh, public outrage sure fizzles fast. Oh, thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Taiyo Matsusato. Taiyo as in the sun. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks, though. Yeah. Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you, though. You're some kind of political bitch-shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I came to Sotombori for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna be pissed when you're steamrolling them. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they find out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg, then there are more taxes on the way. I hate to think how the people will react. What? More taxes on top of the sales tax? Right. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of the new proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pie. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone can live with. Yeah, good luck with that. Even if they're throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out its hand. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm still a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, right? Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more? Huh? You got another mob waiting to string you up? Yeah. No, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Oh, please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of the country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give advice on taxation policy? Well, this sounds absolutely thrilling, but I'll do it. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes. Oh, thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Yeah, sure. Lead the way. Now you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me.
Hey.
Oh no, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights, not bound by typical conventions. So you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine? Well, let's just make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? It's to provide public services, right? It's for providing public services, right? Ah, yes. That's exactly right. I'm sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid by taxes. They pay for services that people need to survive. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta build roads. Yeah, we gotta build roads and bridges and keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, but we don't need to get into that much detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. Oh, but aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting a proper schooling here. Yakuza 0! Fun frills, cheap frills, and government policies on taxes. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to learn this in this game. Okay, let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Sato-san, I mean, tobacco is always a good start, right? Why not charge taxes on tobacco? Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they're non-essential. And if you're gonna jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff you gotta start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes, right? I see. A tobacco tax. Yeah. A pack's around 200 yen now. People bitch and moan, but I think they'll still fork over 300 yen. I see. Interesting. But 200 yen for a pack of smokes? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. I mean, I know Japan really likes their smokes, but that's just ridiculously cheap. I mean, obviously they're more expensive nowadays, but damn. What, 200? Yeah, hang on. Wait, 200 yen, so that would be, I don't know, it's 1988 yen, so I don't know actually. Whatever. At the 400 mark, though, I think I'd have a long, hard think about each pack being worth it. Yes, I think at that point I'd consider cutting back on my intake too. And what about a 500 yen pack? I'd probably quit, cold turkey. You'd quit at 500? But if we raised it incrementally... He started muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think would have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. A tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd. Seriously? At the freaking... Oh my god. Air. Gasoline? No, god, no. None of those would fly with people. But I guess... Pets wouldn't fly with people either. I guess... This all sucks. Oh, I can see the comment section getting all political now. I guess gasoline. I don't drive, so that's the one that makes sense to me, I guess. How about jacking up the tax on gasoline? Ah, a gasoline tax.
Yeah.
Why not? People with cars are obviously living it up here. Why not skim a little more off the top? The price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. They should be used to price creep, actually. There's also a provisional tariff on gas tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without too much notice. Hey, why all of the muttering? You're not feeling that one either?
Yeah.
Oh no, far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I will definitely follow up on it. Well, there you go, guys. The reason why gas is so expensive nowadays is because Majima in 1988 decided to tell some random taxman. Just pay no attention to the fact that this is only in Japan. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. No. Good to hear. Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about that sales tax those goofballs were all riled up about. Yes? So, next year, we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Yes, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up? That would be impossible! Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just a 3% tax caused so much outrage. People wanted to tear me apart. The charge would probably end in open revolt.
Yeah.
No, Tayo-chan. You ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them, and you had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity's a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Jesus Christ. Majima's explaining the internet. Before the internet's even a thing. Every time you hike it up a little, you get some more blubbering, but they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduced the tax. Wanna know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. If something they've already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. So if you want to pull in the cash, you gotta have a plan to really amp up the sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth? You really want to know? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go, huh? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see. Oh my god, really? I have to say how much I want the tax to increase? I understand it's a necessary evil, but Jesus. I'm just gonna go with the middle ground here. I mean, well, I'd say middle ground, but 50% is way past the middle point. I'm just gonna go with 8%.
Yeah.
Say around 8%. I see, 8%. Actually, that's a good number. It's neither too close nor too far from the double-digit 10% threshold. There would be dissent among the people, but I imagine it could actually be workable. Yeah, but an 8% sales tax bump for 100 yen thing to 108 yen. That sure hurt my enthusiasm for buying pricey stuff. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, and eventually we'd... Enough with this muttering under your breath. Tayo-chan. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah? Glad I was useful. Useful doesn't to begin to describe it. Please, take this. It's just a token of my thanks. You got some primeval spirit stone. Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy. Do your country proud, you hear?
Hi.
Oh, will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See you. Whew, never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in business of running our country our advice. Tayo-chan seemed to get a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes too. Good for him. Wait, jacking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault? Nah, no way. Oh, Majima. I'm just going to shift the blame onto you for this one. I don't really feel comfortable taking the hit. Alright, I've seen you people by the street corner a few times. What's your story? My daughter. Please let my Iori go. Iori?! Yagami! Hey, what's all this? Let her go. Your daughter is with us of her own free will. Your accusations have no merit. You people duped my daughter into joining you fanatics! If you persist in your venomous blasphemy, I am afraid that your sister Iori will have to serve atonement for the sins of the mother. Atonement? Our adherence to pacifism makes the use of physical atonement distasteful, but it is at times a necessary evil. Now, would you please let us be? Iori, what am I gonna do? Hey, lady. You doing okay? Iori, what am I going to do? Oi! Couldn't help but overhear you giving lip to those pajama-clad screwballs. Something up? Pardon me? And you are? Nobody special. Like I said, it sounded like an argument, and I wanted to make sure you weren't in any danger. So, you're just passing by? You're not one of... them? That... cult? Cult? Yes, those people I was talking to. Those people took my daughter, Iori. What do you mean, took? So, you're saying your daughter got swept up in a pajama party and hasn't come home since? Yes, I don't know who to turn to anymore. How old's Iori-chan? She's 20, just a college student. 20, eh? She's ripe for the picking then. Girls her age are looking for freedom, and they must have had it on offer. But Iori isn't like that. She's been duped by those people. By that cult. You sure they're a cult? Not just a bunch of kooks in pajamas? Yes. I didn't know anything was wrong until I got a call from school saying Iori was missing classes. But she left home every morning, so I followed her one day, and that's when I saw her going into that cult's building. When Iori came home, I confronted her about it. Rather than getting upset over my following her, she said, "What perfect timing, you should join the Order too." I've never seen my daughter so... vacant. She gets this faraway look in her eyes whenever she calls about this new obsession of hers. I'm sure they've done something to her. She's also been spending her money on these expensive amulets and statues. I told her she needed to get out of this cult. But she ain't exactly listening to reason, is she? Right. The next day, the cultists showed up and took my daughter away. They didn't resort to force, but they weren't going to leave without her either. I gotcha. I've gone to see them many times, pleading to see my Iori, but they always turn me away at the door. I just recently lost my husband. If I were to lose my poor daughter now... My daughter's caught up in some weird cult and she can't even see her. That ain't right. Majima-san, was it? May I please make a request? Go for it. I guess I kind of stepped into this one anyway. If it's something reasonable, maybe I can help. Would you mind joining that cult for me? You want me to join them? What part of that's reasonable? Well, only disciples are allowed inside. Joining them is the only way to get in. I would sneak in myself, but they know my face now. They would never let me pass the doors. Yeah, I get it. Since they don't know me, I can join them and gain entry with no fuss. It sounds logic, but... You must think I'm insane for asking you to do this. We only just met, but I want my daughter back. Majima-san, please help me. I will of course provide a reward of some sort. If you could even just tell Iori that I want her to come home, even that will do, please. Well, we're in deep on this one. Well, can't very well say no now, can I? But all I can promise is that I'll tell her to come home. You will? Oh, thank you. Majima-san, please be careful. There's no telling what the Order of Munum Chomped and Honest is capable of. What the hell kind of name for a cult is that? Muna Chat what now? The Order of Munun Chohept Honest. You must learn that name. If you can't even get that much right, those cultists will never trust you. Alright. Odd name for a religion, though. Anyway, don't you worry. I got this. I'll snake my way in, make contact with Iori-chan, and then snake my way out. Thank you. Please take this, Majima-san. Received a handmade amulet. What's this? It's just a little chime I made to ward off evil. I think you may need it, Majima-san, for protection. Heh, hope it really works. Please find my daughter Iori. Well, looks like we're in deep on this one. Let me take a look at that charm. Is it in my... Hang on, is it in my... Important... Valuables. Here we go, handmade charm. You should keep it safe. Okay, this is actually the first time I'm actually going to do this on purpose, but I think I'm actually going to end the episode off here, because I have a feeling that this sub-story is going to take a little while. So, yeah, I don't want to run over too much time. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Yakuza 0, we're going to infiltrate ourselves a cult. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good day till then. Alright, let's get to know each other a little better, Yuki. Not that I care, but why don't you tell me about what kind of guy you like?
なんて答えがいのない質問の仕方。会話練習なんですから、ちょっとは真島さんも私が楽しく話せるように気を使ってくださっても。
Yeah, my bad. So, tell me about your type already.
そうですね。私、王子様みたいな人がいいです。
A prince?
優しくて、背が高くて、ハンサムで、髪の毛サラサラ、私のことを大事にしてくれて、そして白馬が似合う人がいいなぁ、なんて。
Well, that's very specific. But I think I get what you mean, sort of. I can see that. If I were looking for a lady, I want a princess too.
まさか、真島さんに分かってもらえるとは意外です。
Hey, if you're gonna hold on to dreams or ideals, you better swing for the fences.
そうですよね。私は高い理想を追いかけたいです。でも、そんな人全然いなくて、やっぱりハードル高すぎるのかな。
そういや。
Let me ask you, Yuki. How old are you anyway?
23です。
I see.
そんなに塞ぎ込まないでくださいよ。
Anyway, I'm surprised you're such a dreamer, Yuki-chan.
理想を言うだけだったらただですからね。私、中学、高校、大学と女子校だったんで、ずっと理想の王子様を思い描いてたんですよ。
Ah, so you grew up surrounded by girls at your school. I'm starting to see why it's tough being around men.
すいません。もしかしてやっぱり私接客でみんなの足引っ張ってたりしますか？
What's all this then?
この際ですし、 聞いておこうかなと。私が接客下手なせいでみんなの足を引っ張ってたら嫌だなって思ってるんです。
Look, a club needs variety, you know? It's no good if everyone acts all the same. A good club needs a wide variety of girls, actually.
え？
I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have someone who could actually talk to the customers. But some guys prefer girls who come off like they don't buy into the whole nightlife business.
そうでしょうか。
あ
See? A girl like you adds appeal to the club as a whole, Yuki-chan. We can cater to all walks of life that way.
なんですか急にそんな優しくなっちゃって。真島さん、熱でもあるんですか？
あ
What? What are you talking about?
いや、いつもみたいに罵られると思ってたんで少し驚いただけです。ありがとうございます。
What kind of guy do you take me for? Hey, I know it's probably a ways off, but I wonder what you'll be like when you get yourself a boyfriend, Yuki-chan.
わからないですよ。明日にでも白馬の王子様が私のことを迎えに来るかもしれないじゃないですか。
そうやな
Right. Cape, sword, and the whole 9 yards.
なんて感情のこもってない言葉。でも彼氏か。いざ自分が付き合うのを想像してみるとなんだかめんどくさそうですよね。
え
A hassle? Even if it was your equestrian princeling?
白馬の王子様なんか彼氏にしたらきっとなおさらめんどくさいんじゃないですかね。デートのたびにお化粧や服装に気を使わなきゃいけないですし、そもそも相手とどんな話をすればいいのか見当つきませんしね。
Do a horseback date. I mean... You just have to figure it out, you know? It's not gonna be perfect right at the beginning. If you liked him, you make the effort, though.
真島さんがそんなこと言うだなんて。
あ
Really? What's up with that?
いや、真島さんが急に素敵なこと言うからびっくりしたんですよ。どうしちゃったんですか？
まった
Of course I'm okay. I do say positive things every now and then, you know.
ちょっとドキッとしちゃいました。はあ、一生の不覚です。
Say what? You know, you're an odd girl, Yuki-chan.
変？どこがですか？
Well, in one breath you're saying you'd want to date a prince, and in the next you're saying it'd be a hassle.
そうやな
You're like a grumpy old man in the body of a romantic young lady.
何ですかそれ？おっさんだなんてひどいです。せめておばさんにしてくださいよ。
おいおい
So grumpy and middle-aged is fine, as long as you're a woman.
私そんなに恋愛に飢えてないだけですから。恋愛より大事なものがあるんですよ。
Well, maybe this is a bad time to bring it up, but have you ever actually gone out with someone, Yuki-chan? And you had the feeling you've never dated?
付き合ったことくらいありますよ。佐藤くんに鈴木くん、それに田中くん。
Those are lost names. You know, if you're gonna lie about ex-boyfriends, you should probably use their first names, Yuki-chan. Gotcha.
なるほど、そうですよね。付き合ったら普通名前で呼びますしね。勉強になります。真島さん、すごい。
That all it takes to impress you? Whatever. Anywho, lots of club goers like an inexperienced girl like that, so it ain't exactly a bad thing.
そうですね。 粛々と頑張ります。